Without givens, you have the truth of difference, which is that it's difference all the way down. And how do you deal with that? Given shielded you from this, and I'll explain. So let's just use Republican Democrat. Most people are a Democrat because they were born in the conditions of which make them a Democrat. Most people are Republican because they were born in the conditions of which make them a Republican. You cannot be born nowhere. You have to be born somewhere. And wherever you're born is going to then lead to whatever axioms of reality you absorb. Because where do values, if you decide freedom and justice, I'll just use something very simplistic. Freedom and justice both matter, but you decide that without justice, freedom doesn't matter. So you emphasize justice, and we'll say you're a Democrat. Over here, you say both freedom and justice matter, but justice doesn't matter without freedom. Therefore, you emphasize freedom, and you are a Republican. Where did that emphasis come from? Well, it's hard to say, but it came from something, we'll just say, in your life circumstances, right? Oh, and there is nowhere in reality that will make it obviously clear that your emphasis and ordering is wrong. And if you look at the society and it's not working out, you can simply say, well, it's because they haven't done my emphasis enough yet. They need to do it more. You can always keep pushing the cart, right? All right. So some people are going to be are going to be Democrat because of the circumstances. Some people are going to be Republican because of the circumstances, and they're going to interact. And then when they interact, there's necessarily a certain conflict of mind, as I like to talk about, which is you have to somehow believe that it's okay that people think differently than you. But if they think differently than you and you're saying it's okay, why don't you think like them? Right? So the encounter of the other in terms of thinking, epistemology, seems to lead you to have to conclude that you must become like them and eradicate difference that way, or they become like you and eradicate difference that way. Thought is positioned to eradicate difference because it can't make sense of itself unless it doesn't, right? Because you can't make sense of your own beliefs unless they are positioned to be the beliefs, not just some beliefs, but the beliefs,
Right.
right?
Bruce de
So
Marsico used to say the thing about a belief is you don't think it's a belief, you just think it's the truth because you fully believe it.
completely. So we cannot actually encounter, so we actually can't naturally encounter difference and not try to get rid of it. It's the very nature of thought itself. And here's the thing, if you don't believe your beliefs are truth, they lose their hold on you and you go into existential chaos. Like that's the thing that Philip Reeve, like without givens, we're at risk of existential chaos. We can't make sense of our lives. We don't know how to make decisions. And under those circumstances, we tend to be susceptible to a strong man who's going to, and then you get a new return of totalitarianism. So this is very serious. So precisely for our own existential stability, we are naturally positioned to eradicate difference. We basically have to be. Oh, that's not good. Because if we're in a globalized, pluralized, a global plural world, and we are naturally oriented to eradicate difference, that seems to be like game over, doesn't it? Right? Like it seems like it's over. Well, this would mean we have to rethink what exactly it is thinking does and what exactly is truth.